I'm here in the studio of writer and illustrator Wendy Hall. Her children's book entitled Season's Discoveries was recently published by Covenant Books. How did your book come about? Did the pictures come first, or the stories?
I was working overnight at a group home for at-risk children, and I needed something creative to keep me alert over a 10-hour shift. I couldn't haul a lot of materials with me, so I started doing sketches in colored pencils of childhood memories. I grew up in a large family in a rural environment, and I enjoyed playing imaginary games outdoors with my siblings and friends. When I'd done 4 or 5 drawings, each of a different season depicting various activities, it occurred to me if I did one for each month, I might publish it as a calendar.
So the illustrations came first. How did this evolve into a book?
As I worked on each drawing, funny anecdotes or touching experience surfaced that I felt were meaningful to share. So I wrote a short story to accompany each. The memories that were evoked were not always specific to the drawing, and the children I was presently working with often inspired me in an expression or allowed me to capture movement or help me with clothing detail.
That seems an unusual approach. Did you have difficulty in promoting that concept to publishers?
Well, I realized that what intrigued me was the possibility that I could use my process to inspire young artists and writers to discover their own voices. So I added prompts at the end of each story that sparked curiosity and helped readers to tap into their own creative potential. This idea held interest for publishers seeking something new that could be utilized in the classroom and also in homeschooling as well.
What age group would you say this book is geared towards?
Season's discoveries can be explored by non-readers as a picture book, as there's much color and movement happening to engage them. In the early grades, teachers can read a story each month to introduce a class to what adventures they might look forward to. But the language used in the stories, I believe, will appeal most to young people of middle school age who are eager to tell their own stories.
What was your experience working with Covenant Books?
The people at Covenant were wonderful to work with. As a first-time author, I really appreciated their quick responses and patience with all my questions. I felt the price of their publishing package was very reasonable considering all they do in the marketing and distribution end. And I was very pleased with the quality of the final product.
What would you say is the primary message you want to convey to young readers, besides inspiring their individual creativity?
I want to ignite a reverence for our planet and all those we share it with. There's such a delicate balance in our ecosystem and in the changing of the seasons. Youth today explore the world digitally and have online friends, which is an advantage for broadening exposure, but I believe it's first-hand contact that deepens relationships and helps develop our